Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gamer Strategies. I'm your host, Mr.CanKnotNot, and this is technically episode 3.5.2, like whatever. This is the second part of that episode. I'm your host, Mr.CanKnotNot, and today I'm going to be going in depth on exactly what the XP farms are. Now, if you haven't seen the previous episode, I'm going to link it down below in the description, but I think it is time for me to actually discuss XP farms. Now, seeing there's about a week left, or more or less, to the battle pass, I want everyone to be able to complete the golden style that they have or reach level 100. Now, with the area domination challenges out and about, I think that this is more than enough experience to actually push you to that final objective you have for the season that you can get. Now, in the previous video, I discussed a few things, and to me, the party assist was missing from this, and I feel as if the entire season was based on that, but I might end up doing another video within the next season on this. I just want to get the farms out now. Now, there's a few different areas that I want to discuss farm-wise. Now, I don't want to give you a list of farms that you can use that would benefit you. As you can tell, I have a preset video, so I don't think that would work very well. But I will give you a rating system that you can use in future seasons that will allow you to make smart decisions about what farms to use and how. Now, these will be different genres or ratings that you can say that will really impact what your farm or glitch or hack, as they're called or used in the video titles, what XP farm you are going to use. Now, pay very close attention. There's about 5 or 6 different categories that I would like you to focus on when you're watching videos kind of like this. They will be location, they will be bannability, they will be new player access or skill based, they will be time usage, and they will also vary on experience gain. Now, there are some that are really glitch exploits that can get you banned for using them, like knowing that they exist, and this is kind of an issue and it is bannable because you're using it knowingly. The second one, which is the skill based, would be, as I said in the previous video, the grotto. You had to fight players, you had to shake down henchmen, you had to open all of the chests, and you had to do that. Thinking about that, you would have to fight players, which is automatically skill-based, and since a lot of players are going back to the grotto for area location domination, this is definitely more so than ever more skill-based, specifically in the rush to get experience. If you're newer to the pass, you might be wanting to get this, so there's going to be a flux of last-minute players trying to complete the battle pass. So I would not, that's not bannable because you're just playing. Unless you're using aimbot, don't do that. But that one is really skill-based. For new players, not recommended. Okay, so we're going to go to the bannability. Bannability would be like the Frenzy Farm secret hay bale hiding glitch, where you can glitch under the map. That is completely bannable. Now, I would say if we were to start rating, skill-based, if you have to fight a lot of players, or you have to be able to time yourself really well and make sure that you can sneak around players, that would really give or take levels of experience anywhere between 5 being no skill and 0 being you really need to be skilled. The grotto would be about 2 skill-wise. As for the Frenzy Farm with the bannable glitches and stuff like that, that glitch could definitely get you banned. That is a definite 0 for the fact that you can and very well may get banned. No one wants to get banned. Now, we're going to be moving on to the XP gain. XP gain is really kind of how well the farms balance out the experience. I would go anywhere between, let's say, 1 to 5, 5 being the best amount of experience you can gain from multiple farms, 0 being you're not gaining any. Whereas creative might be underneath the 0 category just because you're not gaining as much experience as you would from games and you're not getting eliminations, etc. that would definitely, the creative mode definitely wouldn't work. Now, you have the bot account, which is better for this skill, but it has more to do with the accessibility, which is yet another one. If a farm needs you to have another system that you might have to buy, it's not really accessibility friendly. So the bot accounts are more of a 2 to a 3 for accessibility, but for experience, I would say that they are a 10. I would definitely try to get a bot account if possible. I haven't tested them yet. I don't have another system that can run Fortnite to do the bot account to test. But if I do get a chance to test the bot accounts, I will definitely have more of a review on that in the future. Sorry about that. Bleh. But definitely I want to point to the last section, which is location based. This changes per season and really is affected by several factors, which is the map size, the basically kind of ties in with the skill, the point of interest, the value that is set to the location that really sets the tone of where it is. Seeing as the images that are being released for the next season, most of the farms that we have now that are location based, such as maybe the Grotto or the Agency for eliminations, skill based, etc., these will actually become non-existent or might become existent in future updates. But as of right now, they are leaving the game. So most of the location farms are only good for this season, but I would not try to get too used to it, seeing as the map will be changing within a matter of a few weeks to a few days. Now, if we want to take this into consideration with other things, we can now layer this up to come up with the XP farm that I have come up with myself that really ties in with location domination. Now, as you may know, there is 2 challenges that require landing. That is Frenzy Farm and Dirty Docks. Land there, you have to place top 10. Now, this also will be really good for the harvesting challenges for Weeping Woods, Ruby Swamp, or other ones depending on where the storm is. Why am I saying this? My strategy is to go into Team Rumble because you can only get first or second per game. Epic Games may remove this feature for future challenges like this. This could end up impacting how the farm works. You land at one of the locations, then you immediately go to one of the locations that you're harvesting materials from. This will allow you to get the most amount of experience and more challenges completed as you can. Now there's one offset to this, that you cannot do the henchman eliminations at Pleasant Park or the Agency. Also, the henchman damage at the rig will also not be available because you can't access them. Same thing with the ID scanners at the Grotto. So some of these may be a little broken when you go into Team Rumble, but those are smaller challenges that you can handle on the side. You really want to be focusing on the collection, and you also want to work on the damage. The Agency during Team Rumble is really cram-packed, and if you are more of a skilled player, this is one aspect I'm talking about. So it will be more skill-based depending on what challenges you're going for, but that is what the challenges are asking for. So if you are a newer player, Team Rumble may be really good if you have a good squad with you that will allow you to take some of the damage, or they're willing to play distraction for you. Now, as far as some of the other challenges outside of the Agency damage challenge, I would really recommend probably trying to do, as I said, the Weeping Woods challenge for the wood. Compact cars or Hydro 16, definitely with Operation matches, they have Hydro 16 as one of the main focal points. You might want to do this as well as both, Camp Cod or the Ruins. You can definitely, during operations, collect the gnomes or destroy the gnomes from those areas. Holly Hedges has a house in it with 3 bears. This is courtesy of Spider Saber kind of scouting out the area and finding the information. There's 3 bears. You can keep going to Holly Hedges and destroying these bears. I found that bears are generally in the roofs and will tend to have be in the roofs rather than anywhere else, but Spider had said he had found one in the yard, in the house, and then somewhere in one of the rooms. Using as I said, Team Rumble as a main factor to this equation of being able to drop on a location and then get out quickly, either by dying or something else. You can automatically go back to another location, which is absolutely marvelous. So, Team Rumble, in my opinion, one of the best ways to get the last minute location domination challenges as of right now. You could probably do some of the main Battle Pass challenges, but I think if you're trying to do the basic agent challenges such as Brutus, TNTina, you're going to have an issue unless you're a really skilled player and you know what you're doing in the moment. I would really recommend, at all costs, trying not to rush yourself. Even though that the Battle Pass is coming to a close, definitely try to take care of maybe 2 at a time, because there's a few, like the Pleasant Park, where you have to eliminate 100 players. Definitely pace yourself when doing my XP farm for Team Rumble. Now, if you want to try to do the henchman elimination, definitely do it with squads. That way you have people to back you up and revive you on spot when you go to do the henchman eliminations. But also be mindful that if you're doing the challenge with other people, that the challenge will stop collecting experience the instant you max out that one tier. This being said, pace yourself and try to figure out where you want to go when you land. So, we are coming to a close. I hope that this has been a little helpful when it comes to collecting XP in Chapter 2, Season 2 of Fortnite Battle Pass, and maybe used in Chapter 2, Season 3 and onward for raiding XP farms and trying to figure out what would be the best way to gain experience. Now, I did forget to mention one XP farm, and that would be the coins. If you can remember where the coins are, you can collect them. Just be sure you do that. Also, one last tip before we go. Definitely open chests. Don't break out underneath them. Don't do anything else. Just open every chest, ammo crate, or llama. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. This is Mr.CanKnotNot signing out. See you in the next Gamer Strategies episode. Bye.